I promised you I was gonna be hanging out with a superstar girl, and she's so soft-spoken.
I am. Oh my God, I didn't realize that I was that soft-spoken.
Do you know how many of your people from Nakuru are tweeting me right now?
Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord.
Like, I feel like you should run for like senator of Nakuru next election.
It's my hometown, you know. I get so much love from Nakuru because, I mean, I'm a small town girl who has amazing support from my people. So, shout out to Nakuru if you're listening.
In case you're wondering who this so soft-spoken girl is, it is none other than Avril. Now, I want to taste if you really paid attention. I know you dated a South African at some point. Let's see if you remember your Zulu. Unjani.
CG.
You know, you have to know, you have to be able to answer that. It's
I
so
don't
easy.
know. Unjani is how are you,
Yes.
right? I don't know how to reply.
Ngiyabonga wena unjani.
Hey, sawa.
How could you forget that basic
Sawa,
greeting?
Chito.
It's
Okay,
so
cool.
basic.
Ngiyabonga. Cool.
I mean, you had left Ogopa.
Yes.
You became an independent.
Yes.
Why, after being independent, do you go ahead and sign on to Kaka Empire?
I'm still independent.
You are?
Yes.
But girl, I see is Kaka Empire everywhere with you.
I'm being managed by Kaka Empire. Yes, Kaka Management.
So why would you go and get signed on? Why didn't you just continue being independent?
But I am an independent artist. As an independent artist,
Yes.
it doesn't mean that you don't have management. Even, what's his name? Some of the biggest independent artists that we have in the world, you have to have management at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because what happens is that management doesn't have creative control over you.
Okay.
Okay, let me first describe what a recording studio is, what a label is, and what a management is. A recording studio is a place that you go and record your music. Yes. You can have a contract between you and a recording studio.
Okay.
Very many artists have that. So you split revenue between your producer and the artist.
Yeah, that's what DJ Khaled was doing for Young Money.
Exactly. Then you also have a record label. We don't really have record labels in Kenya because first we don't really have the capacity to invest in
which
artists.
is what Rock Nation is with Jay-Z.
Exactly. Then we have management, where you find someone who's very good at doing biashara, coming and telling you, you do this, you do your music, you do your videos, bring me the products and let me market it for you.
Which is what Jay-Z does for Tiwa Savage.
Yes.
Yeah, see?
But for Tiwa
Music
Savage,
lesson.
Tiwa Savage is more distributorship licenses, more than
in the States.
Yes.
That is for the States
than
market.
management.
But
Yes.
she's still signed on to Marvin Records.
Yes, but Marvin now is a record label because what they've done with them is that they package them completely as artists under Marvin.
Yes.
Yes.
And your dad introduced you to alcohol. What was that feeling like? I mean, your dad giving you liquor. My dad is a pastor. There was no alcohol I was gonna get from
my
dad.
first drink, yes, was with my dad. He wanted it to be the first experience that I ever had. First to see how I'd behave.
Did you drink like a lot, or was it just like a shot?
It was just a shot, but I still got lit. I still got lit.
How old were you?
I was 15.
What?
Yeah.
Your daddy. No. I gave it for Holy Communion. My dad never used to give us alcohol. It was juice.
Yeah.
Like juice to the core.
Me mbaka nini, the dawa ya homa. It used to be Bon 7 mixed with Bon 7 mixed with hot water and lemon. Alafu unaambiwa hebu piga hiyo nini. Homa itoke hapa.
Man, that must have been interesting.
It was quite interesting.
And what's the crappiest thing you've ever heard that somebody has told you? Because I mean, people do say crappy stuff. And how do you handle that hate?
Crappy things have to be said. I mean, you have to anticipate that when you get to some level of, acknowledgement of people knowing you, the people who are not going to really be happy for you. So you take it with a pinch of salt. That's what I've learned to do. Crappiest thing I've ever had. I've had so much. Oh my God.
You lost track, huh?
I lost track by the old number 1055.
But when somebody tweets you crap, do you read it? Do you ever read it, or are you one of those people who just deletes it or ignores?
Now my problem is I have notifications on my phone.
Oh, those ones from Twitter.
You can't ignore.
Yeah.
Some, I'll see the first 2-3 words and I know this is already going somewhere really I'm not really interested in. So sometimes I clap back. There's sometimes I want to clap back season,
Yeah.
When I want to clap back season. And there's some people who know. I won't block you. You need to see what I'm doing, man. You need to see. You need to have that bile. You need to have that bile. I will not block you. Yeah.
And so if you're an Avril hater, I want to play you up this one right here. It's called You Let Them. Enjoy. Don't forget to tweet us using hashtag Maloko with Cheetah.
Just that.
You on the Maloko Show. You're on your award hit music station, Kiss FM. I do hope that you're having yourself a good one. We're going to be dropping Avril's brand new record in just a little while. But I mean, clearly, from Kelvin, you are an attractive woman. How do you maintain that physique?
Wow. You have to eat right, drink lots of water. And I'm fortunate enough that I don't have to work out so much.
Are you serious?
Seriously. I have a bike. Yeah, so I do a bit of cardio here and there. I skip as well. But yeah, it's not that it's something I'm very, crazy about.
Yeah.
But I really, really do check what I eat. I don't take sugar.
You don't?
At all.
No soda?
No sugar in my tea. Soda is just once
My granddad has been telling me to do that, but I'm like...
Yeah. When you cut out sugar by the way from your diet, you really notice a lot of changes in your body. A lot. I'm light, I feel good. I just have more energy. In fact, people think that sugar is supposed to give you energy, but for me, it crashes me during the course of the day. So I feel so much better.
So you don't do energy drinks when you're feeling sleepy?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Once in a while I'll do a Red Bull, but I'm not really, it's not really a must for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're speaking of beauty. What's the most beautiful country that you've ever been to? Don't say Kenya.
But it has
because
to.
You come from here, outside Kenya.
But imagine it is Kenya.
Let's go outside Kenya.
Because like our beaches, oh my God.
I was going to pose like, oh, what?
BEACHES.
I get you.
We have some of the most beautiful beaches, by the way. We do.
And somebody was asking me to ask you, when are you going to Malaysia?
Wow.
It's a guy called, what's his name? His name has disappeared. Yeah, his name has disappeared on my Twitter handle. It's Moses Smith. He's like, when is she coming to Malaysia for a concert?
I'd love to come to Malaysia. I'd love to come. One thing I've not really been very, what do you call it? The word has disappeared. But one thing I've really wanted to do is take my experience, my music experience out of Africa more. So it's something that I'm still working on. Mdogo tu. I feel like my music's starting to get a continental appeal. So after that, maybe.
You should see the look on her face when she says that. She's like, continental appeal.
Yes. I'm trying to convince myself that it is getting a continental appeal, but I feel like it is.
Yeah.
I'm coming of age.
I also think it is, because I mean, I have family that live in Zimbabwe and in South Africa.
Awesome.
So today when I posted it up on my Facebook, one of my cousins was like, I know that girl. I was like, I know that girl too.
Awesome.
So you are getting a continental appeal.
Amazing.
And I mean, you are patriotic about Kenya. What are your thoughts on Andy Kenzo being appointed the Kenya Tourism Board brand ambassador? Come on, Avril.
And I know
I want to hear your real thoughts.
Oh man!
Give it to me straight, no chaser.
I will not hide that I was one of the people who actually really laughed at it. Later on, there was a statement that was made that this is just the first phase of a couple of things that that the tourism board is looking to do. It's a fantastic initiative, but I will not rubbish it. At first, I feel like they didn't explain what they were trying to do. So it got a lot of backlash, including from myself, by the way, because I was like,
I'm so aware.
This is, are you guys serious? You know, I couldn't understand that, why is it that we go to KTB or we go to Brand Kenya and we want to showcase Kenya through our videos and blah, 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 and we don't get that, we don't get that applause, we don't get that kind of feedback from all these institutions. But you take someone not from the country and then you tell them...
can't even speak fluent English.
Can't even speak Swahili.
Exactly.
And then you give them that platform. So it feels a bit weird. It actually did feel a bit weird. I hope that they're going to use Kenyans to showcase Kenya, because we do travel. The Ugandans and the Tanzanians, there's no one who will speak passionately about something if they're not a person who consumes something or a part of something.
Yes. So
for me personally, I feel like we need to appreciate ourselves more. And I think the thinking came from, we appreciate it. By the way, this is a Kenyan thing. We appreciate something when it's appreciated by someone else first. Yeah. And then we go like, by the way.
So now everyone is thinking, I could be Kenya Tourism Board brand ambassador.
You know, kikapu. We were not thinking of any kikapus at any one point in time until Mzungu came and said, you know what, but this is pretty cool. Yeah. Then now you start seeing chicks and like, oh, Afro, sijui what? You're like, please. I mean, how many taras are you given a nini? kikapu as a present from your mom and blah blah blah. Yet we never used to think of it as such a big deal. The lesu as well. I mean, the kangas taken away from us. Now we're appreciating them now after they've been taken away from us. So I think they came from a point of, we need someone else to talk about Kenya, because they really wouldn't listen to the Kenyan if the Kenyan talks about Kenya. Maybe. One
of those people was like, we are going to be having an Avril Diamond wedding. I was convinced. I was like, this is it. Tumeingia TZ. Were you dating the guy, or was it just for fun?
We did a video, but we did not date at any one point in time. No, we didn't.
Where everyone was like Avril and Diamond.
It's because he's one of those guys who, you expect something to happen between him and someone, blah, blah, blah. So I think people just immediately thought, Avril must be with Diamond. I wasn't. It was just a project. It wasn't a project like me and him and Zari. It was just a project. They actually came to Kenya and they were shooting with Ogopa DJs, and that time I was with Ogopa. So they were looking for a leading lady for being, on the song. And they requested me. Initially, I wasn't really, optimistic about it, but later on I was like, yeah, cool, let's just do it.
Yeah, because the other thing I thought was, is she expanding into video vixenhood?
Exactly. In fact, that was one of the reasons why I was like, really? Instead of you guys thinking of me doing a song with this guy, you're telling me to be on his video? Really?
But really? I feel like I wish you'd have done a track with him, and I hope you actually do a song with him. Because I think it's going to be really huge. Because I liked the one you did with Omi Dimples. Like, it was amazing. And I was like, come on, I wish I could just make a corner.
We always talk about it, by the way.
So you guys still chat?
We always do.
That's actually nice. Zari has not come up on your text.
No.
I'm a wonder I'll see you on Snapchat.
Because we don't... we don't talk about things that are irrelevant. We just talk about music. If I have like a new track, there's some tracks that I send him and ask him what he thinks about them. I value his opinion. So, yeah.
And when he stole Rich Mavoko from Kaka Empire, were you feeling like, Diamond, why did you do this?
He didn't steal, because I feel like Rich had a plan for his career. And Wasafi really, it fit in what he wanted to do. So Rich Mavoko is still represented sometimes, by Kaka Empire here in Nairobi. So it's not really no lost love at all. And
I mean, you're speaking of achievements and all. There's the time you had posted up your HIV status. What motivated that?
I was with some friends, and it seemed cool. It was like, you serious? We're going to get tested, yeah? Okay, cool. Okay, yes. Okay, let's go get tested. That was it. We were 3 people. We got tested, and I just said, you know what? Let's post our results, because I am very vocal about HIV and AIDS. I've been on Sugar. I'm part of Jipange. You see me on very many activations for condom use, for female condom use. So you speak and preach, but also do. Every single thing that you say, you are telling people to do yourself. So if you're telling people go get tested, get tested. If you're telling people use this, use that, try them as well and see. So that when you're speaking, like what I said with the whole Kenyan thing, you have to speak from a point of reference always. And I mean, what are your thoughts on this whole new immunization? Is it, what was it? It's called I've forgotten what they were calling it. That new HIV and AIDS pill that the government rolled out, where they were saying that if you take the pill, I think it's a pill and an injection, if I remember perfectly well. If you take it, you will not get HIV, but you're still prone to other STDs. Do you think that was a smart move? At the end of the day, the ABCs are always the most ideal. Abstinence, be faithful, use a condom. Those are always the most sure ways of not contracting HIV or getting unwanted pregnancies. So personally, I feel until we are really sure of something, why take the chance?
And we're going to be back, and we'll be playing Avril's brand new record. But right now, you, and I do hope that you're having a fabulous one. You're on the Maloko Show, and I'm hanging out with Avril. We're just about to drop up her brand new jam. What was it like working with APAS?
It was amazing. I just saw someone on Twitter ask her, how did we hook up? It was a hookup through Cindy Sanyu from Uganda.
Oh my, Cindy Sanyu? Okay, in Uganda they're called OBs and OGs, which means an old girl.
She's an OG, yes.
And so I was in the same high school with her. Yes, I did part of my high school from Uganda. She was like, I think a year ahead of me.
Which school?
That was St. Lawrence.
St. Lawrence, of course. Why is that all Kenyans go to St. Lawrence? I was in St. Joseph's in Zambia.
Are you serious? serious?
From my senior one to my senior six.
That was hard. That's the hardcore life.
Yes.
You guys did not have fun.
We did not have fun.
Went there to Soma.
I was in a school a mission school. Your matron is a nun. Your headmistress is a nun.
I just used to hear
Some
stories.
of your teachers are nuns. Yani.
And you couldn't keep long hair.
You couldn't keep long hair.
So I would love to see a picture of you. I feel like it would be the most hilarious thing ever.
Yeah. So I the hookup came from Cindy Sanyu. I had always wanted to work with APAS. After Gamululu, I was like, this guy is so talented, yo. So we just got the hookup, got the link up. We had a track already. We were working on the Saint P, and we had always thought by the way that this song was going to have a rapper instead of a dancehall artist.
Oh wow!
But when we had the dancehall, vibe to it, we were like, this is it. By the way, this is it completely, and we took it and ran with it. That was it. And it was such an amazing experience working with him because he's such an easy person to work with. His work ethic is amazing. It's incredible. Brought him to Kenya. We shot the video. Hakuna shida yote, yani tulipatiana.
I was actually going to ask you, like, did he give? Because I know many artists when they come from outside, they give headache. Like they want some type of place to sleep, some type of stuff.
Imagine not even. First and foremost, of course, I had to appreciate him as an artist.
Yes.
So there's a level of hospitability that you also have to accord to a fellow artist. So I made sure that he was, comfortable. He was here. He was having fun. There's actually a night that we had dinner together where I cooked. So it was fun.
Avril can cook.
Avril can cook. Pretty well at that.
Now there's something you say in this song. Now my Swahili is terrible, but I hope I'll get this right. There's something you say. You say Chali wewe kweli ume.
Chali wewe kweli umekole.
Yes.
From the top to your toe umenogea. Moyoni mwangu kweli umebobea.
Yeah, then there's something makes things clear. Now, what do you mean here? It almost feels like it's a thirst trap. Like it's like you are thirsty. What was that
That's how
about?
it came through, yeah?
Yeah, it came through like, man, Avril was thirsty. Give us some water.
Those words, by the way, they just gave me that attitude. Kolea, bobea,
What does bobea mean, by the way?
Bobea means bobea means you are on top. Uko kule juu kule.
And it feels like there's some guy that you spotted and you were like, hot dang. Is this where the inspiration came from?
So this is where the conversation was going to, right?
No, I just like it's there. It's right there in your song. How to
Well, I had a muse.
I
had a muse. And that's it. That's all I shall say for now.
I really imagine you're not doing me good.
I just had a muse.
Give me a bit more than a muse. Give me a bit more. Give me something, some meat.
Well, yes, I was thinking about someone who I will not really reveal to you because I am a very single girl,
You're single? Wait, are you single?
Am I single?
There's someone who was telling me today that Avril is in a relationship.
With who?
That you are hiding this guy.
With who?
In fact, I remember the exact conversation. This is how it went. Avril is in a relationship. She just said that. She didn't want to put this guy out there. And now you're single. And then there's a part where you say something like, sinajaribu kuelewa mbona we washinda yo man, help me out of it, please. Like
sinajaribu kuelewa mbona we washinda ukiniepuka sijui.
Yes, you say that line. So this guy was really driving you crazy.
And you're analyzing this song word by word.
It's because I'm a radio presenter. That's what I do. I listen to a song, I analyze it.
This is the problem with telling people.
Wouldn't you be happy that someone actually listens to you?
I'm actually very, very happy. You're the first presenter who's gone, But then you said this in your song. What did you mean?
I had to ask.
What's the translation for this word? Underline, caps in red.
So this guy must have driven you crazy.
Yeah.
Did you approach him? Did you tell him how you felt?
I don't think he knows that he was a muse for this song.
Are you serious?
Yeah, one day I'll tell him.
Be a Timothy said. Woman empowerment, yo. Here's the brand new record. It comes through from Avril featuring A-Pass. It's called Baby. Or is it Baby? And in this one right here, she's featuring A-Pass. Lovely record right there. Kelvin Munene is like, I can't believe you're single, Avril. I got a crush on you, lady.
I have seen you, Kelvin. I have seen you.
Over to you, Timothy.
Over to you.
Chill on Lofu. And Avril with you on the Maloko Show. You're on your number one hit music station, Kiss FM. We're still catching up with Avril. We just dropped up her brand new record. And in that one, she's featuring A-Pass. Do let us know what you think about it. You can call us up on 0711 046 100, or you can tweet using hashtag Maloko with Cheeto. What's the craziest thing a fan has done for you or to you?
Ask me for a lock of my hair. Up to today, by the way, mina shanga yo nywele lena kufanyiwa nini?
You gave the hair.
He was a small girl. I said, Avril, can I please have a lock of your hair?
You are trusting.
I'm like, what's your name? I need to know your last name, sweetheart.
Like, has she ever come to you after that? Has she written to you?
No. It was just one of those events, yeah. The love that I get, especially from kids, sometimes I'm like, yikes.
Yeah.
Listen to my music, eh? Okay, cool. So I try as much as possible to be very decent.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, one of my biggest fans is my mom. And then I've noticed that I have such a followership, when it comes to kids. So I try as much as possible. Not even just because of the kids, but for myself as well. Me, I'm not about this, running around, butt in the air and such and such. I really am not that kind of a person. Yeah.
But I actually love this new song of yours. I actually put it up on my Facebook and I had said so. So me, I'm not a guy who wipes people's behind.
I saw it.
Me,
And
when
I
say it like it is. Like, it's a good job.
Thank you.
I was shocked. Like, true story. I was like, I thought this girl was done. She still got it. Yeah, I'm honest. There's an artist in TZ and he's called AT. And he actually said that, don't get hurt, he said that you're overrated, your singing is overrated.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard this from different people.
Yeah.
But what's your take, especially when it comes from an artist? Okay, I don't know the guy, but after
I saw the article and I was cold. Tanzanians, when they pick something, they really go with it. So I got a lot of calls from, bloggers and blah, 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 and blah, blah. So I commented, especially on one of the blogs that was there. I was like, yo, dude, I don't even know you. Who are you?
Yeah.
It was one of those clapback seasons. Yeah. I was in that mood. I was like, I don't know you,
Yeah.
If you want to collab, ask for it. You don't have to kind of someone. It's like those guys who come and tell you, wait a sim Rambo.
But they're secretly feeling
But you're like, you just say hi. I feel like it was one of those situations. I know. You cannot please everyone.
Yeah.
Truly, you cannot. You might have this voice of an angel, but someone out there will still tell you, psh.
Yeah, it's like how people still say Beyonce doesn't have a good singing
Exactly.
voice.
And sometimes they'll go like, oh, she does playback. Oh, this, that. Oh, this. Whatever level of success or whatever level of artistry that you put into your trade, you put into your work, you always have that person who doesn't like it.
What do you prefer?
So do it for yourself.
Playback or live band?
It depends on the audience. There's some audiences, especially like kids and teens, they really will not appreciate, like a live band and you've gone all out and blah, blah. But there's a crowd, like a corporate crowd, who just don't want the noise.
Yeah.
And they want to listen to the music. There's actually most of my music that I have, like for instance, if you've listened to some of my performances, Kitu Kimoja for instance, I have slowed it down and put it into more of an acoustic, version, because there's that crowd that likes acousticness in the music. So you just have to gauge the crowd that you're at. Either or, I love. I mean, if you see me on Coke Studio, we perform half live. We have a DJ on set. Sometimes it goes full live, and both experiences are amazing.
Yeah, because because I play acoustic drums, so I love both.
Yeah.
But because I play drums sometimes, I really love to appreciate the music.
Exactly.
What's the biggest challenge you've ever faced?
Wow.
One of those things that you thought, there's no way I'm getting out of this, and then you got out, you were like, what?
Yeah.
I got out.
I actually posted something on my Instagram the other day. Do you remember that time that you thought you were not going to get out of something and you did? Imagine you can do it again. Possibly when people were calling me things that I wasn't. A few years back, of course, I was on front page news for like a month or so. That actually, sometimes funny things happen in life that you think are out to destroy you, but they actually teach you that you're stronger than the situation. And those things that actually putting you down they elevate you. I was on newspapers for all the wrong reasons for the longest time. People calling me names, people calling me a lesbian, blah, 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 this and that. Then all of a sudden, kumbe, now people are like, hey, cool. Who is this chick, by the way?
That's actually how I knew you, because I think then I was not living in Kenya. So when I moved back into Kenya, we landed back, I kept on singing. I was like, who's this girl?
Exactly.
Who's this girl?
So it works as a
After
blessing.
2 weeks, I was like, let me listen to this girl's music.
It was a blessing in disguise. I thought I was not going to get through it. In fact, there's a point I was like, Aishmazi, if this is music, I don't think I really want this. Yeah, but what happened was quite the opposite. It was my induction.
And are you still friends with, I always fail how to pronounce her name.
Maria.
Maria, yes.
Maria is my friend, yes.
She was trying to get back into music. How is that thing going for her?
She's still doing it. She became a mom early this year, so she's just trying to balance everything out.
Yeah.
But so far, so good.
And what are your three favorite Kenyan records right now?
Wow. Of course, Bablas.
Not yourself. Don't put yourself on that list. Don't be that artist who's like...
I was gonna go Baby. But no, seriously, I do love Baby. It's a jam that I'm really resonating to. So if you haven't listened to Baby, by the way...
I mean, you're not gonna be that person. That is like borderline vanity.
But kusema ukweli, I really jam to Bablas.
It's a good job.
Bablas, Madi, Cancel. Yes. They call themselves a Cancel now. This Bablas. What's the next jam? Oh yeah, TBT, Octopizo. Jamming to that. Who else am I listening to? Immediately the song comes on, I really, really go crazy. What's that song? The Takado Calligraph.
Oh yeah, the new one that is got.
Yeah.
The one that I was thinking about playing, and then my PC was like, bruh, that song is explicit. It is not playing anywhere. It is massive explicit, eh?
Yep,
it scares the hell out of me.
Those are the 3 songs that I'm listening to right now. I love hip-hop, by the way. I listen to a lot of hip-hop. And yeah, I'm jamming to a lot of
course,
Kenyan hip-hop.
Kaka is also your friend. You gotta love that.
Oh yeah.
Like by fire, by force. It's like, I love it.
And this new song by Fena and King Kaka is really, really dope. Yes.
I love it as well.
Yes.
Though I feel like he stole a line somewhere.
Don't tweet all.
Malocos, every day from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. with Chico, only on Kiss FM.